Every night, millions of seniors unknowingly weaken their legs, not because of disease, but because of 5 simple habits they repeat before bed. These are not medical conditions. These are choices. Quiet, subtle, hidden in plain sight. If you're over 50 and you've noticed your legs feeling weaker, stiffer, or less stable, this is not just aging. And it's not inevitable. What if I told you that small changes in your nightly routine could protect your independence, your safety, even your life? I'm not here to scare you. I'm here to show you what no one else is talking about. In this video, you'll discover the 5 most damaging nighttime habits that are quietly destroying leg strength in seniors across America, and what to do instead. These are habits that can increase your risk of falls, slow your muscle recovery, and drain the strength from your legs even if you exercise or eat well during the day. By the end of this video, you'll walk away with a clear plan, backed by science and experience, to keep your legs strong, balanced, and pain-free, so you can stay active, confident, and independent well into your 70s, 80s, and beyond. Let's begin. Let's start with one of the most common, yet most harmful, habits many seniors do without even realizing it. You settle into your recliner after dinner, flip on the TV, or scroll through your phone for just a few minutes. Before you know it, 2 hours have passed, and it's bedtime. Seems harmless, right? But the science says otherwise. Prolonged sitting, especially in the evening, leads to reduced blood circulation in the legs. When you stay still for long periods, your muscles, especially those in your calves and thighs, don't contract enough to help push blood back to the heart. This causes blood to pool in the lower legs, which increases pressure in your veins and weakens the muscles over time. Studies from the National Institute on Aging show that even sitting for 6,090 minutes straight can decrease leg muscle activity by up to 70%. That's a big deal, especially for adults over 50, whose muscle mass naturally declines with age. In fact, the New York Times once reported on a 67-year-old man in Ohio who tripped and fell during a late-night bathroom run. The cause? Leg weakness tied to poor circulation, made worse by sitting for hours before bed. So how can you apply this? Simple movement is the answer. Set a timer every 30 minutes after dinner. Stand up, walk around the living room, do a light stretch. Even just 35 minutes of movement can reactivate blood flow and help maintain leg strength. If you enjoy watching a 90-minute movie, pause once midway to stretch. These tiny adjustments cost nothing, but they can save thousands of dollars in medical bills and preserve your mobility for years to come. Your legs weren't made to rest all night before you sleep. Keep them gently moving, and they'll keep carrying you strong. Here's something most seniors never think about, but it can make or break your leg health over time. You brush your teeth, maybe take your medications, and head straight to bed. But if you're not stretching your legs before you sleep, you're missing one of the easiest ways to protect your muscles, joints, and circulation. As we age, our muscles naturally become less flexible and more prone to tightness. During sleep, especially for adults over 50, the legs tend to stay in one position for hours, which can cause overnight stiffness, cramping, and slower recovery. According to a study published in the Journal of Geriatric Physical Therapy, older adults who perform just 5 minutes of light leg stretching before bed report a 43% reduction in night leg cramps and better morning balance. Take the story of Martha, a 72-year-old woman from Florida, who was featured in USA Today. After months of waking up with stiff, painful calves, she began doing a simple stretching routine by her bed each night. Within 2 weeks, she could walk in the morning without limping, and she hasn't stopped since. You don't need a gym membership or fancy equipment. Try this. Sit on the edge of your bed. Gently stretch your legs out one at a time, pointing and flexing your toes. Do gentle ankle circles. Or lie back and pull one knee toward your chest, then switch. Just 35 minutes a night can keep your legs loose, strong, and ready for deep rest. Want more structure? Look up bedtime yoga for seniors on YouTube. There are dozens of safe, beginner-friendly videos tailored for people over 60. And if this helps you, share it with a friend over 50. Their legs will thank you. So will their future. This next habit might surprise you, because it doesn't seem directly related to your legs, but it absolutely is. What you eat and drink in the evening can silently set your legs up for swelling, stiffness, and discomfort through the night and into the next day. Here's the science of eating salty snacks or drinking too much water, tea, or even wine before bedtime can cause your body to retain excess fluid. And where does that fluid go? Often straight to your lower legs, ankles, and feet. This buildup leads to pressure, poor circulation, and even pain, all of which weaken the muscles over time. The American Heart Association warns that high sodium intake, especially late in the day, can cause nighttime fluid retention and increase the risk of leg edema in adults over 60. In one CBS News Health segment, they covered the story of an elderly woman who regularly ate popcorn and cheese before bed. She woke up each morning with swollen calves and had trouble putting on her shoes. Her doctors traced the issue back to sodium overload, and once she cut back on evening snacks, the swelling reduced significantly in just 10 days. So, what can you do? After 7 p.m., avoid salty snacks like chips, cured meats, and cheese. Instead, opt for potassium-rich options like a small banana or a few slices of avocado, which help balance fluids naturally. And when it comes to drinking, sip. Don't gulp. Try cutting off heavy fluids 90 minutes before bedtime to avoid overnight fluid retention and unnecessary trips to the bathroom. These are small changes, but they protect more than just your legs. They support your heart, kidneys, and sleep, too. Like tips like this. Subscribe to the channel. We're just getting started on your healthiest years yet. Here's something incredibly simple, yet incredibly powerful, that most people overlook: elevating your legs in the evening. It may not sound like much, but this one habit can make a major difference in your circulation, muscle recovery, and leg strength, especially for those of us over 50. Throughout the day, gravity pulls blood downward. When you spend hours on your feet or even sitting in a chair, fluid tends to pool in your lower legs and ankles. That swelling might not seem like a big deal at first, but over time, it puts strain on your veins, increases inflammation, and causes discomfort that limits movement. According to the National Institutes of Health, chronic swelling in the lower limbs can weaken the surrounding muscles, decrease mobility, and raise your risk of developing serious issues like venous insufficiency or even blood clots. The good news: elevating your legs, even just a little, for 15 to 20 minutes in the evening helps counteract all that downward pressure. It supports the return of blood to the heart, reduces swelling, and gives your leg muscles a chance to recover. Ideally, your legs should be raised 6 to 12 inches above heart level. You don't need a fancy wedge pillow. Just place a few firm pillows under your calves or prop your feet up on the couch armrest while lying flat. A study published in the Journal of Vascular Nursing showed that seniors who elevated their legs for at least 15 minutes before bedtime, 3 times per week, reported 26% less morning stiffness and improved sleep quality within just 4 weeks. Want to make it a habit? Set a reminder on your phone around 8 p.m. Put your feet up while watching the news or reading a book. Pair it with deep breathing or light music to relax your whole body. It's easy, free, and requires no effort beyond simply resting smarter. For aging legs, this isn't just comfort, it's care. And it's one of the simplest ways to protect your mobility long term. Take the pressure off your legs now, so they can carry you further later. It's something we all do every night: sleep. But how you sleep can either help your body recover or slowly wear down your strength, especially in your legs. If you've been waking up with stiff calves, sore knees, or numbness in your feet, it might not just be age catching up with you. It might be your sleeping position. When we lie in one position for too long, especially in poor posture, It can compress blood vessels and nerves in the legs. This restricts circulation, limits oxygen flow to the muscles, and causes tightness or even cramping by morning. The Mayo Clinic notes that seniors are particularly vulnerable to this, since muscle elasticity and nerve sensitivity decrease with age. What may feel like a comfortable position at night can turn into a circulation trap over hours of stillness. Sleeping on your stomach, for instance, can twist your hips and knees unnaturally, placing pressure on your lower back and legs. On the other hand, sleeping in a curled-up fetal position can restrict leg extension and strain your joints. Even lying flat on your back with no leg support can allow blood to pool in your lower extremities, particularly if you already suffer from venous insufficiency or swelling. So, what's the best way to sleep for leg health? Experts suggest sleeping on your back with a pillow under your knees, which helps maintain the natural curve of your spine and promotes even blood flow through your legs. Alternatively, sleeping on your left side with a pillow between your knees can also align your hips and reduce pressure on your lower body. Just be sure not to stay locked in one position all night. If you wake up briefly, shift. Even a slight adjustment can help restore circulation and reduce the risk of numbness or stiffness. A 2020 study in the Journal of Sleep Research followed adults over 60 and found that those who changed positions at least twice during the night had 30% fewer complaints of leg cramps or morning soreness compared to those who remained in one fixed posture. It's a small thing, but it makes a big difference. To encourage gentle movement during sleep, consider using a medium firm mattress and breathable bedding that doesn't trap you in place. Some seniors even benefit from an adjustable bed frame that lets them slightly elevate their legs through the night. And while it might feel odd at first, placing a thin rolled towel under your ankles or knees can reduce pressure on your joints and encourage blood flow. As always, make sure your room is cool, dark, and quiet. The better you sleep, the better your muscles recover. But never underestimate the power of position. Your body does its deepest healing while you rest. Why not give it the alignment and support it needs? By taking control of your sleeping posture, you're not just aiming for comfort. You're actively protecting your leg strength, circulation, and mobility. And remember, healing doesn't just happen during the day. It begins the moment your head hits the pillow. Give your legs the right position tonight, and they'll give you stability tomorrow. Leg weakness isn't just a part of getting older. It's often the result of habits we choose to repeat every night. 5 simple things: sitting too long, skipping stretches, eating the wrong foods, forgetting to elevate your legs, and sleeping in harmful positions. These may seem small, but over time, they quietly break down your strength, steal your balance, and increase your risk of falls, the #1 cause of injury for seniors in the US, costing Medicare over $50 billion a year. But here's the truth: you are not powerless. Every change you make tonight, every pillow you place under your knees, every salty snack you skip, every stretch you take, helps build a stronger tomorrow. You don't need fancy treatments or expensive equipment. You just need awareness and a willingness to act. So ask yourself, do I want to stay independent? Walk confidently without fear. Avoid hospital visits and long-term care. If the answer is yes, start with these 5 changes tonight. Because the strength in your legs is more than muscle. It's freedom. It's dignity. It's your life. And it's worth protecting. Take the first step now. Your future self will thank you.